Naruto Uzumaki, our knuckle-headed ninja who went from village pariah to the 7th Hokage. His deepest fear? Being alone again. That's the scar childhood left on him. Growing up ignored, starved of love, he built walls around ramen bowls. If Ichiraku ever closed, oh man, Naruto would crumble faster than a shadow clone. Think about it. Ramen wasn't just food for him, it was belonging. Ichiraku welcomed him when the village glared at him. So, no ramen equals no warmth, no family vibe. Imagine Naruto walking into Ichiraku, the sign gone, just an empty shop. Forget Pain's invasion, Naruto's true nightmare starts there. Now Sasuke, the edgy king himself. His fear? Losing loved ones again. That's the wound that drove his entire story. Clan gone, brother lost, trust shattered. Sasuke lives with that shadow daily. He's calmer now as a dad, but deep inside he's terrified of history repeating with Sarada or Sakura. But let's lighten up. His second fear? Sakura's angry lectures. Honestly, he can fight gods and dimension-hopping aliens without flinching, but one raised eyebrow from Sakura and this man's Sharingan is shaking. Forget Amaterasu flames, Sakura's fists are the true black fire of despair. He survived Naruto's beatdowns, but I doubt he survives "You forgot Sarada's birthday." Sakura Haruno herself has some heavy fears. For so long, she worried about being useless. Standing next to two walking cheat codes, she hated feeling like the extra wheel on Team 7. When Naruto and Sasuke ignored her, it wasn't just annoying, it tore at her confidence. But Sakura grew. By Shippuden's war arc, she was healing armies, summoning Katsuyu, and proving herself. Still, deep inside, she never wants to slip back into that helplessness. Every battle she enters, she's fighting her old self as much as the enemy. Kakashi Hatake, our beloved copy ninja. His lifelong fear? Failing comrades. It started with Obito, scarred him with Rin, and haunted him through every mission. He hides it under lazy smiles and excuses, but the guilt stays. But then, his other nightmare? Running out of Icha paradise. Picture Kakashi on a mission, backpack empty, no book to flip through. The man would lose his cool instantly. Forget Sharingan strategies. Without those novels, Kakashi is just a sad, silver-haired teacher wondering why life is so cruel. Hinata Hyuga, the soft-spoken powerhouse. Her deepest fear has always been disappointing Naruto. Before he noticed her, she was terrified of fainting just by being near him. Remember those scenes where she'd pass out instantly? Fans laughed, but for her, it was crushing. What if Naruto never saw her as strong enough? But when Pain attacked the village, Hinata charged into certain death just to protect Naruto. That moment proved she overcame the fainting fears. Still, in her heart, she never wants to let him down. For her, that's scarier than facing any Otsutsuki. Now on to Boruto Uzumaki, the Hokage's kid with a rebellious streak. His fear? Living in Naruto's shadow. How do you grow when your dad is a literal god-tier legend? Every win Boruto gets, people compare. Cool, but could you beat your dad? That pressure eats at him. And here's the funny part. Boruto low-key fears the truth. Naruto is cooler. Hokage cloak, 6 paths power, Rasengan legacy. Boruto's flashy jacket doesn't exactly stack up. One day he'll accept it, but right now, it's his biggest frustration. Next, Sarada Uchiha. Brilliant, ambitious, but deep down, she fears not being Uchiha enough. Carrying the name of a clan famous for geniuses like Itachi and Madara is no joke. She wonders if she'll ever meet those expectations. And don't forget her battle struggle, glasses. One good punch, one slip mid-fight, and boom, she's fighting half-blind. Imagine activating Sharingan while squinting like you're reading subtitles too far from the couch. That's next-level anxiety right there. Mitsuki, calm, collected, but with one of the heaviest fears of them all, losing his identity. Being Orochimaru's son comes with baggage. Is he a person or just another experiment? That fear of not knowing if his choices are his own never leaves. And on the lighter side, Mitsuki has to deal with Orochimaru's dad humor. Just picture Orochimaru dropping terrible snake puns at breakfast. That's enough to traumatize anyone, even someone grown in a lab. Now Kawaki. His trauma is loud. His biggest fear is abandonment. Every person who promised to care for him in the past let him down. That's why Naruto's love means everything. Losing that would shatter him completely. And then his modern problem? No Wi-Fi at Naruto's house. This man could face Kara and Jigen without fear, but cut off his internet and suddenly Kawaki's pacing like a caged tiger. Alien invasions are fine, but no internet, pure despair. Finally, Gaara of the Sand. One of the most complex fears in the series. He worries constantly about slipping back into Shukaku's darkness. That bloodthirsty, isolated boy he used to be, that's his true nightmare. Becoming that monster again would erase all the love and respect he built. But hey, Gaara has a funnier fear too. Sandcastles washed away. You know, he secretly builds them when nobody's looking. And when one little ocean wave destroys it, that's Gaara's version of pain destroying Konoha. When you look at all these fears, they make the characters feel real. Naruto fears loneliness like any kid ignored. Sasuke fears losing love, just like someone afraid of heartbreak. Hinata fears disappointing her loved ones. Boruto fears living under family expectations, and Gaara fears becoming the person he used to hate. These fears connect us. They remind us why Naruto and Boruto still resonate, because beneath the epic battles and jutsu, the characters struggle with things we recognize in ourselves. They laugh, they cry, they worry, just like us. That's what makes this franchise timeless. And that's a wrap. 10 Naruto and Boruto characters with fears both hilarious and heartbreaking. From ramen withdrawals to sandcastles, every ninja has a soft spot. Which one did you connect with most? Drop it in the comments, and let's keep the Shinobi talk alive. Believe it, this fandom isn't going anywhere.